Hey, it's me. I'm back. I've been on a little hiatus, been sick, and I'm better now. So I think I'll be back to making videos soon. But this is about something else right now because I recently found out that currently there's an initiative going on where people want to prevent video game publishers killing video games. And with killing video games, I mean, say there was an old online game, whatever, right? Let's say World of Warcraft. Well, that's not a good example, but let's say it gets shut down, and the publisher just doesn't give people any tools to run single player servers. All the files were like server side, and the game is basically just dead and gone, and there's nothing people can do about it, right? And this initiative actually wants to make a law that would prevent that, right? Because personally, I have actually had some, I have, seen some video games where I thought, oh, that's a cool game. I would love to play that. But it was like an online only game and it's completely shut down and you can't find it anywhere. And, it's like too difficult for people to basically get the game working in a playable state. Yeah, it's basically publishers saying, hey, we don't want to invest money into this anymore. Running servers costs money, which is understandable, of course. And if not many people are playing these games, then it's just not financially feasible to keep them running. That's totally understandable. But at the very least, this initiative, if it goes through and then politicians, European politicians, will actually do something, which from what I've heard when it comes to these initiatives, when they have enough signatures, usually they will do something about it. Um, then a publisher will have to, while they're ending the service for the game, also leave the game in a playable state, right? Let's take, I don't know, a racing game where it's primarily a multiplayer racing game, right? They want to end the publishers want to end the service, and as they're ending the service, they're gonna, I guess, release a little update where, oh, now you can just play the game against bots, right, or something like this, because that has happened quite a lot in the past, where games just the servers got cut off and you can't play it at all. The game is basically lost media, and the whole problem here from the consumer side is that you paid for it. People paid for it. And then the product is essentially just gone, right? It's kind of unfair. Sure, you can make the argument, well, if it happened a long time ago, right? It's like paying for a movie ticket, right? You don't own the movie. You can't watch the movie anytime you want. You paid that ticket once to watch the movie once, sure, but I don't think this should apply to video games, right? Because the idea of a video game is that you can put it on whenever you feel like it, right? And this sometimes happens with games that have been released for like a year or two and then they get shut down because they're not successful, right? And it happened, quite a lot recently, and these games are like gone forever. What if there were a few people who like that game? They can never play it again. And yeah. So this is what the initiative looks like. This is something only European citizens can participate in, and as in you need your full name and your address, and of course your country of nationality. And this actually has to be an EU country. So you can see United Kingdom isn't on here. So far it has, look at this, almost half. But the problem is that we still have a halfway to go, and the deadline is July the 31st. So it's basically just a little over a month time left, and I don't know. I I feel like it is still possible if this gets a lot of hype, if it gets some traction now, not just on YouTube but also on social media. It is possible, but you know, it's a matter of luck. It's like it would be a little miracle if this actually gets a million signatures in that time. But why give up before we try? And this is an official website of the European Union, so your personal data, your address, and everything is safe, as in they all know where you live anyway. you know, the EU knows where you live and what your name is already, so it doesn't make a difference if you're like concerned about privacy, right? It doesn't matter. So if you are an EU citizen, please consider taking part, and hopefully we will reach that goal in time, and maybe then we will. I don't think that games that have been destroyed by now will come back. That won't happen. But in any future games that publishers will decide to end the services off will get saved in the future. And I think the people in the future will be grateful for this, right? um Anyway, this is all I want to talk about for now. Have a good time and goodbye.